So naturally, now that we know about pentatonic scales, hammer-ons and pull-offs, and also how to play power chords, we have to have a piece of music which will test us for that. So let's just play a little piece of music. I've called it the power chord blues there. It's very easy to play. It uses power chords exclusively, apart from the 4th bar and the 8th bar, which have hammer-on and pull-off consecutively there, just to keep you practicing. So the first bar we can see is made up, you can see the tab there, it says 0, which is open string 6, and 2, so we know it's these two notes here, which is just a power chord for an open E chord. So we're just going to rest our hand gently on the bridge here and just play the 5th string and the 6th string. We can see the timing as 8th note, so we know it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now on the next bar we can see it's doing the 3rd fret 6th string and the 5th fret 5th string, so that's a G chord power chord. And then the 3rd bar is a bit tricky, it says to do 0 and 2, so that's the open A bar chord, or power chord, sorry, which is that, and that goes 1 and then the next beat goes to do the 4th fret. Now what we're not going to do is we're not going to move the hand up and down like this. We're going to play it just by putting the 3rd finger down there. So we'll put the 3rd, so keep the 1st finger where it is and put the 3rd finger down onto the 4th fret for this. And then the 5th finger goes onto the 5th fret. Oh sorry, the 4th finger goes onto the 5th fret. And then back to the 3rd finger again. So that particular bar is the tricky one. Not so different than the power chord blues and the shuffle blues that we played back in the beginner's session there. So, and then the last bar of course contains 4 hammer-ons going up through the E minor pentatonic scale. So let's have a look at the hammer-on. The first one plucks the open 4th string, and then you can see the little H there which tells us to hammer onto the 2nd fret. So if we pluck the open 4th and then hammer onto the 2nd. And the next beat is an open 3rd, hammering onto the 2nd. The next beat is an open 2nd string hammering onto the 3rd fret, and the next beat is an open 1st string hammering onto the 3rd fret. So we know that bar goes. So the first line of music there is 1 bar of the E, 1 bar of the G power chord, 1 bar of the A power chord, borrowing a little bit from the shuffle blues, and then 1 bar of lead guitar doing hammer-ons. So let's go on to the second line now. The 5th bar there has 1 bar of E again, just so it's just the same as our first bar. Then it goes to 1 bar of D. So D is up here with the power chord. It's an A-shaped power chord, so it uses the 5th string, 5th fret as our root note, and then the 7th fret 4th string as the next note. So that's a D there, so we've got 1 bar of D. And then on the 3rd fret we're dropping back to a C there, so it's 3 and 5. And then the last bar is another bar of lead guitar there, where we're doing pull-offs this time. So it's still in the E minor pentatonic scale. We can see the first pull-off is from the 3rd fret to the open string 3rd, open string on the 1st string there. So that's represented by the little P that tells us it's a pull-off. So we pluck this note and then pull it off. The next string is 3 again to 0 on the 2nd string. The next one is 2, and then 2 again. So that last bar, and the whole line of music, so let's play the whole piece now. I'll play it through for you nice and slowly. Well worthy of some practice on this one too. It's quite important that you get it right. Chord blues. Very good practice for your power chords and also for starting to introduce these lead techniques of hammer-ons and pull-offs.